YouTube, remove your content. It looks like modern women showing why men with red pill. We think your content didn't follow our hate speech policy. This may include dehumanization, using slurs and stereotypes, inferiority, claims, and or conspiracy theories. So shout out to the aliens and stuff, because you can't make that stuff anymore. Thank you very much, YouTube, for letting me know. But please tell me, how did you even determine that this is hate speech, even if nobody actually really looked at it? How do we find violations? We use a combination of automated systems and human reviews. I might be wrong. Maybe it was a human review to detect violations of our community guidelines. I didn't even bother to go find this video because I pretty much know it wasn't hate speech. But let's see what hate speech really is. What is hate speech? Hate speech, abusive or threatening speech or writing that expresses prejudice on the basics of ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation, and similar grounds. Now I just feel like we making up stuff, but you know what? If we're gonna use that definition and by ground, especially if it's being directed to these different groups, nonetheless, there's still tons of other groups out there that could say anything freely or anything that they really want to say, and they could get their points across. But my little old channel, of course, is going to be a hate speech channel, which honestly I'm not. I just actually state some facts and truths. But let's go ahead and take a look.
Men are dumb, and you can get them to do anything you want by using the following manipulation tactics.
Her first 5 seconds is calling men are dumb and how to manipulate us. Like, granted, this is TikTok and whatnot, but it's a platform that is being ran by China, and we don't want to get all into those type of rounds, but at the same time, they do not mind pushing trash to our whole entire country out here in the United States. But that's a whole different topic and another story on that matter for another video if anybody ever interested on that. Let's see what else he has to say.
Looking for anything serious with you? Don't go like, oh yeah, no, me neither. Say you do. Just not with him. This will make him feel like he's not good enough for you, and he'll want to be better, and he'll start chasing you.
Now, just by looking at this video, over 1.7 million people have viewed it. But, you know, apparently this is not considered hate speech if you hate men, so I guess that's fine and whatnot, right? All right, cool. Let's see if I can find another video of this creator and see if she does the same exact thing.
Men are dumb, and here's how to manipulate them, part 5. These manipulation tactics are super red flaggy, so only use them on men who've hurt you and deserve it.
2.1 million views for this video and whatnot, but is this considered hate speech? Who knows what hate speech is, because it's being altered literally on a yearly basis. And when it comes down to hate speech, it looks like the goalpost is continuously being moved from one gender to the other. I don't know what to call it, and honestly, this is their ball, this is their game, because they are the boss, and go ahead and be the boss. But you know what, it doesn't seem, no matter what I do, especially if I'm active on the channel or not, whether I'm dealing with personal things or if there's a health issue or doing anything that's going on with the family, one thing I do know for certain, it seems as though YouTube cannot stop giving back shots to this channel. There's 2 different platforms, but I'm pretty sure that I could find the same type of content right over there on YouTube, and it's not being unchecked at all. Again, like I said before, it's making it a little bit more difficult, because even while I'm not on the platform producing content, I'm still getting hit up with warnings or strikes or anything for the matter of that nature. Not to get political, but I do want to show y'all something in my discoveries on what I found when it comes down to some of these parties that is promoting censorship more than the other. Would you look at that? Google seems to be the top donor for the Blue Party. And you want to know why ads are so important? Because the advertisers are dictating more and more on what they want on the platform as well. So it's all about the money.
Only money, no parts, no deal.
All in all, YouTube has removed whatever video that was, which I do have the video in my archive, so that's fine with that. But it just lets you know what is it coming down with hate speech, or what's coming down with the genders that could say any and everything, literally, but when it comes down to telling men the truth and sharing the truth, that's a problem. Now, if you thought I was just going to leave you with that, I do have one video in particular that I did want to share, and I thought it was very funny. Seems as though when men continue to glow up and get more opportunity their way, it's actually more of a problem. Let's take a look.
Myself, as someone who has worked at all of these companies and has been in association with all of these men since 2015, they tend to downplay the women, especially Black women, who are their peers, and they don't want to date us because they think that they're up now. They have all the options in the world, and optionality is also a disease.
What? Optionality? Is that even a word? Overall, even though that's a brief part of the clip, apparently this was a convention that this young lady went to, and it was Afrotech. And basically what she was saying is that the men who were actually nerds back then, they grow up and they go to these tech companies and conventions. They're actually doing it for a professional level, and they make a real good amount of money now. But now these women are starting to go to these tech conventions, and these men that they deemed back then in high school as nerds, now they want to actually holler at them because they over there getting the bag, getting everything that they need to get, while they want to now be saved by one of the tech nerds that they calling. Now that they got options, apparently options is a disease, but when they were young or they're in their prime or anything like that, with all of the many options that they have, DM messages, people going out after them, they have so many options, but now it's a problem when exercising their options. And then when you come to the comment sections, a few people are just really telling it like it is. Like this guy right here. Real spill is nobody wanted us before the glow up. You right about that. And once we're there, you can't spin the block now. You didn't want me back then. Keep it that way now. Now, with that being said, y'all please let me know right down in the comments below, what do you think about the men who were nobodies back then, but then they actually experienced this huge glow up, put hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into their career? And do you think it's fully justified for them to be this way? Yes, they have options they should be able to explore, especially when they didn't have the opportunity to do it back then. Y'all let me know down in the comments below.